welcome to the next episode of Stellaris with me, Windslayer. It's been a long time since I actually looked at this campaign, like, I want to say 2 weeks maybe? Probably put it on 2 speed for a little while. I remember who hates me and who likes me. It looks like these guys like me, but I think they have some enemies over here. Yeah, I got a defensive pact with them. I wonder if Sai remembers. Oh, you have college and other stuff. Alright, and 2 to 3 days you can start making the regular time. That makes sense. That's cool, man.
Our ships have been made superior.
So, we have a non-aggression pact with these guys. That's right, these guys are our longtime nemesis. Oh, this is opinion, okay. So they really don't like everyone. We got one person down here who doesn't like us. I think these guys don't like them, right? Yep, they hate each other. Allied to rivals. They're not at war, but they got a lot of claims on each other down here. This is a very volatile situation, just waiting to blow up in our faces. Not too excited by that whole idea. I have some pretty sizable fleets from what I remember. I was able to build up like a decent fleet. I've got decent income here, which is good, because we're gonna need it whenever endgame stuff spawns. $39, we can go to war with these guys. I bet my allies will want to. They're just not doing anything. They should be our leader, right? There's actually 3 that are pretty good. Kinda wanna elect them, but they're old, 111. Who'd we get? Oh, cool. The old person that I kinda wanted to elect. Yay, more minerals! More minerals for us, please. We have a governor not doing anything. Okay. We're pretty friendly with a lot of people, but we're not in our own federation. It looks like we've kind of stayed independent, which could backfire, or it could work out with pretty well because nobody hates us. Like you said, nobody really has claims on us. These guys don't really like us much, and they're part of a federation, so that could be a problem in the future if our allies get destroyed. Like, because we leave them alone, these guys could try and take advantage of that. So I'm thinking about trying to make a federation with these guys, because they'll probably get the robots in our federation.
Complete.
And once we have them, we might be able to get these guys in our federation, because they love us. But they have close borders with each other? No. They don't have close borders with each other. Or they do have close borders, it looks like. They don't seem to like each other too much.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
It might be time for me to think about federating. Because, like, if some of these guys federate, then I won't have a defensive pact with them. I think this campaign's been pretty much at war, like, most of the time. Gotta get that. This is a research location, it looks like, huh? Actually, that's right next to the center of that. I need to enslave one or two of these so I can get the slave processing plant right there. What do you think about those plans? Kind of keep building up our current borders. I think this is a pretty secure border. I remember fighting some pretty intense wars for it. This fleet's hanging out here by the L gate. That's right, we could go through the L gate soon. I think I remember wanting to do that. Is it time to do the L gate? I think it might be time to open the L gate.
Special project complete.
Great day. Oh, we already were establishing a link with the L gate. I forgot about this. Alright, the L cluster can now be accessed. How does this work again? Do we need to send a scientist through this? Travel to unknown. See what's there, buddy. Old pal. You're 122. If I afford to lose you. What do you think? There's a pretty good chance this is going to be pretty bad for the entire universe. But I think I wanted to see what was on the other end. Oop, come on game, you can do this. Maybe I should go for the increased survey speed so we can get through this quicker. 7 months, and then we'll be able to actually survey quicker. I'm gonna keep my fleets actually in my space. It's a good plan. Better than fighting wars. Develop our own territory. That way we don't have to fight wars. Sure, we'll take some minerals. I think I'm role-playing like some kind of arms corporation, so developing our own space makes sense. So far, no nasty fleets. That's nice. I bet I got nothing just like the other one that I did recently. Very anticlimactic. Weird. They're just like hanging out in the middle of some nation. Purification Committee. Fanatical purifiers that have been vassalized? No, not vassalized. How did that occur? It's very strange. They must have just been able to defend their homeworld in some kind of crazy war. It's secure to... We want to secure ourselves and promote war between them, not us. Yeah, as long as we're strong, then people won't want to declare war on these guys, and they'll potentially want to take war or territory from these guys over here, the full sea. They have 10 right there, and 6 right there. My allies probably have similar sized fleets, but I don't think I have vision on that right now. We already have research, don't we? Should I just give them like 100 minerals or whatever they need? Feel good about this. I need a lot of minerals to feel good about that. Okay, never mind. You guys keep your stuff. We're fine. The UI looks really, really small, which is funny because I thought I disabled all my mods before I started this up. I wonder if like the ship design one is here. I feel like the UI is just small, right?
We have established a new planetary base.
Mercs and raiders and attack them. I don't know who you want me to attack. If you could explain, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I mean, I think you want me to hire mercenaries to attack these guys to fight the war down here. I'd probably bring my fleet over there for the war if there's nothing in the L cluster, which it looks like there isn't anything in the L cluster. I don't know how the mechanics work exactly, but I feel pretty safe and just kind of like expanding out in that direction. Oh, and there's an 8 mineral thing that I could buy or get here. Let's get that. Oh yeah, this is the playthrough where I got the cockroaches off the soul and you wanted me to you wanted me to give them independence. I remember this. Soul 8. We'll go there. Is that like Saturn or something? I think it might be. It's the gray one. You want me to go harass the ones that don't like us? I think that's... Oh, we could hire mercenaries against these guys, is what you're saying. I do have the energy for it. I never used the mercenaries, but that sounds kind of fun. Do they have anybody on their borders? I never ever use that mercenary option. I mean, I do like having a stockpile of energy in case I need to go to war, because right now my fleets are in port. That's why they're doing so well. guys are robust little mineral peoples. At least I made them into mineral peoples.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Looks like I did do some genetic engineering, and I was going down that path. Hyper shields could be pretty good, right? Phase disruptors I have a focus in, so we'll get that quicker. I do map the stars here. I think I was struggling with influence in this campaign because my factions were like never ever ever happy. We need traditional domination, and then this one becomes somewhat happy. So our main factions are militarism and authoritarianism. Those two. And we have quite a big xenophile population. If I do passive study on xenology, they'll be pretty happy. I think I'll adopt that policy just to make my peoples happier. Indirect. Our society is shifting. It's a good point. If we don't build up our own fleets, if we use mercenary fleets, we don't have to build up our own ones quite as much. Right now I do want to make my factions that I have happier, so we're gonna go into, where was it? Passive study, right? These guys are not being passively studied at this point, I believe. Being indoctrinated. The Gaia world things. If I take up, oh wow, this is a really nice one. If I take up the passive thing, then I can't enlighten them or settle the planet. Like right now, if I sell that planet, people would be pretty upset because there's life on it. It's a really nice planet too. You see that? The modifiers on it? Happiness, unity, food, migration. Native enlightenment, and I could try and bring them into my society. I have a feeling that this can backfire on you because of the event chains surrounding it, but I might want that. What do you say, Sai? What should we do? Why do I not abolish slavery? Because we get bonuses for slavery. I like slavery. It's actually pretty good in this game. I could. I mean, do you think our corporation doesn't approve of slavery anymore? Like, what changed? This is my favorite thing about it. You can get food and minerals in adjacency next to one of your capital buildings. So I like putting them on as many planets as possible. wow, these guys are at war. That's a pretty big development. I was wondering when they might attack, and now that they're at war, what do I want to do? I think I have a non-aggression pact with pretty much everyone in this, except for the Omni-Sentience thingy down here. You think they're better than the cockroaches? I think, I know what you mean, but like their modifiers aren't going to be better than the cockroaches. The cockroaches have a really special trait that you can't get on, did I not use them? I thought they were earthbound or whatever. They're uplifted, which is good. They're fertile, earthbound. Yeah, they've got earthbound, which I can't put on other species. It's just like a free trait, I think. The extra energy credits and defensive armies do make them better than the other guys. A part of me wants to eliminate them, but my Xenophile faction definitely won't like that. Also, I don't think they can be uplifted. I think because they are sentient, they can't be uplifted. You have to, like, use this. And that might not even be possible because they're Iron Age. I bet once I unlock Native Enlightenment allowed, then it'll be like, oh yeah, you still can't do it even though you want to. They want us to enlighten now. Okay, so let's get passive stuff and then try to enlighten these guys. Which is going to require a change in policies. Passive study. Enlightenment is now allowed. This is going to take a long time because of who they are. 0.3 per month. Will take a while, but I could invade them. A part of me wants to invade them, but now we just took, I think, passive studies. We can't invade them. Like, I literally just made it so I can't. I think cannot invade native worlds. Like, I literally just changed it so that I can't just steal the planet from them. I'll probably move them off to like some little backwater somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. No big deal, right? We apparently have the L cluster, which we need to send a construction ship to because they got a thing there already. You go here. You do not worry about Leviathans or whatever that is. This guy can worry about that. Let's hope for the best. I seem to have saved up a good amount of minerals, which is good. I was pretty low when I started up here. I think I might want to change one of my species. I I just made my cockroaches all like really good.
Construction complete.
I haven't made everybody like as amazing as possible here because I don't want to turn my entire civilization into brain slugs.
System survey
But I
complete.
think there probably isn't much loss in doing that. These guys are as good as they can be. These guys are as good as they can be. These guys are more mineral focused. I wonder where they are though. These guys are spread out across the different worlds like Krith and mineral planets, it looks like. Not all of them are doing like mineral work. So I should probably just make them happy if I can. Guess Fertile's a pretty good one. Communal's also kind of nice. Sure. That seems okay. Apply this to the 56 that are just the Natfankan, not the Batfankan. These guys.
Situation log update.
Take 1 year to do that. To make them happier. How many days do I need to get 3 followers to get affiliate? It's over 1 month, and I'm definitely streaming more than I probably should be if I want to make it easy to get to that. But at the same time, I want to get I want to make sure I maintain my schedule for YouTube that I started a while ago. Which is, you know, a fair bit of Stellaris single player, some multiplayer here and there, and if I got time, other things like Banner Saga. I should probably get rid of one of these planets if I really want influence and energy. I could be making a lot more energy if I just got rid of one planet. Is this the one? It's kind of off by itself, which makes it hard to get rid of. You know what? I don't need that much of that right now. Leave him there. I could start doing like shorter episodes, 30-minute episodes a day, but like Honestly, I don't think it's that hard to maintain the recording schedule. I've been doing over on YouTube. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to do more than 4 hours of recording a day. Like, some people work 8 hours a day, and sure, you're talking the whole time while you're doing things here, and that can be kind of tiring. You shouldn't do that for 8 hours a day, if you ask me. But I think I can record a fair bit here and there, and I want to like do this full time, even though I'm small time right now. I'm gonna start off like with a plan. I'm really shocked. There's nothing in this in the L-gates again. Second time that I've played with them, and it's been very anticlimactic. Who'd we just lose? A governor, huh? Is the governor doing anything? It looks like he wasn't. That's cool, I guess. Now, if I wanted to try and influence this war one way or another, I could hire pirates against this guy, which I think I will actually do. There are only one set of pirates in the entire galaxy? Oh, there's 3 of them. I just haven't like found any of them. Oh, freeholders. Okay, so send the freeholders through here. Oh, we can only send them after the homogeny of Fulci. For whatever reason. Maybe it's because they're my only rival. If I do any other campaign, please put humans. Just like one nation of humans. We can guarantee that. I'll try and do that when you're around so that you can remind me. I could do multiple humans. We could pretend they're like some kind of fallen empire. Design a couple different types.
System survey complete.
Sounds fun to me.
Construction complete.
Let's have one that's not a brain slug switch out with somebody who is. Here, you should switch out with this guy. better miner. Better at researching things. Still don't have an alien monument, it looks like. How strange. More special resources. All the resources will be mine. But yeah, how are you doing on energy tonight? Do you want me to just do 2 hours here, or? I did remember I said an hour or two earlier, but I usually do recordings for 2 hours, so do you want to go for like another hour and 20 minutes, or do you think you can stay up another 3 hours and 20 minutes? I wouldn't ask you to, so just curious how you're doing. I think you said 2 or 3 days left of college or something. Yeah, you need to sleep by 2. That's cool. I'll just go for another hour and 20 minutes, I think, then. Maybe on Saturday we can do some stuff, some single player Stellaris. I don't have any plans to do any multiplayer stuff on Saturday or Sunday. Actually, my girlfriend's gonna be around, so that might not be the best time. It might be better for me to just kind of sit down on Monday and try and get through as much of this as possible, which I think is gonna be good for you because you said you're done with college pretty soon.
Tile blocker cleared.
Yeah, I think Monday will be when we try to power through a good amount of single player Stellaris. I can't really put that off any longer. I really enjoyed playing Banner Saga. It was so much fun. I'm thinking that it's not for everyone, but yeah.
Construction complete.
Can't tell if it's just because like I'm playing later in the game than I was. Ooh, I'm just noticing now that the game volume's been like really loud. I hope it was easy to understand me. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit now. I can't tell if it's slow now because we're later on in the game, or if it's just this build. It could be this build of the game. Oh, this should be a giant mineral planet then. That there. This here. Minerals. Minerals. what's this? No, you go there. And this goes on the 4 tile. Much better. I don't need any more food. We can do this. Research Institute. Don't even have to think about that. Every Tuesday you have holiday? That's awesome, dude. I'll actually put that in my calendar. I can stream a lot of single player Stellaris with you on Tuesdays. I hope I actually don't forget that. I guess we're only going for another hour and a half, so I probably won't forget. I'll write that down somewhere. Tuesdays. Holiday. 6 hours. Streaming. Or at least the possibility for that. Oh, on Mondays? You have a lot of free time on Mondays. So, because there's a holiday on Tuesday. Got it. That makes sense. But I am going to want to do quite a bit of Stellaris next week. I think after I've recorded basically what I want to do with this series and the other one, which was kind of close to being done. I was going to try and defeat the contingency, then build a Colossus to conquer everybody really quickly. I might like rethink the schedule and everything, so I'm not like constantly trying to do things, and if I am going to, it's not going to be affecting this affiliate push that I'm trying to do. Like, it may be that I take it kind of easy for the rest of this month after I've got the recordings for July, basically until the early August. That way I'm not asking like my girlfriend to try and stop by as much as possible. There's, you know, I haven't felt that the need to ask her until I was like, oh well, I kind of need an average of 3 viewers if I want to get affiliate, which I definitely do. And I don't like putting that pressure on her like anyone else. So it would be nice to get that kind of out of the way and then be able to go back to just kind of like streaming with 0 viewers or 1 viewer here and there. That's a lot of minerals. We'll take them, and we need to start spending minerals because we're about to hit our max. We will spend them on boats.
System survey complete.
We haven't been looking at our ship design. We probably should have before I just built all that stuff. But I think things are probably pretty good here. Did we get the hyper shields in the end? The multiplayer's going well. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's still relatively early. I'm afraid that the AI might try to kill me soon. We had a player join kind of late, and we didn't get to talk about our goals. We were trying to play cooperatively, so he chose an assimilator and spawned next to me, and then wasn't able to make it to the next session. So that assimilator might be an issue for me. If he shows up next time, he might be like, well, I don't actually want to kill our host, so let's come to some kind of agreement. This is our border. You can't really negotiate with the AI like that.
Anomaly found.
I hope you can join us in one of the other multiplayers. It's really fun playing with others. Like, the thing is though, once you have Stellaris, the timing that we're recording right now is going to be really inconvenient for you. So I'm going to have to think about that at one point. Because I definitely want to make it so that you can join us here and there. Yeah. I saw somebody else had something like that in their info about donations going to buy new games, and I was like, that's a good idea. It's like, where would this money be going right now? So I was like, well, these are things I want, and if I had extra money, that's what I'd probably spend it on. It also happens to help out the channel too, because that will give me things that I can play.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
It does pay to watch what other people are doing and copy the smart ones. I could have afforded to start that a year ago, since we have the starbase capacity for it now. Did you look into any of the games that I put in the info? Yeah, well, that sounds like a good idea to kind of watch for a little while. The people that I was playing with seem to know what they're doing quite a bit. Like, one of them is pretty funny. He seemed to get himself in a pretty bad spot with the AI, but he was just trying to make it interesting and fun, I think, because he was kind of bored off in the corner by himself, and he wasn't sure if he's coming back for the next session. I hope he does. I think he will, actually. And if he does, I'll probably tell him to take over X-Ray's old empire, because it's another total war type nation that I don't want to try to declare on me. And yeah, if the other guy doesn't get back to me, I think that's probably fair. I'll ask the others what they think.
Construction complete.
How strong is the space? 5k? It's not terrible, I guess. Allies don't have any fleets up here.
Construction complete.
Looks like they've focused their stuff. Well, actually, I don't know where their fleets are. It's annoying. Yeah, I feel like if my girlfriend was available right now, she'd be in chat probably talking a little bit with you, but she's got a busy day at work. It's cool where she works, she can actually kind of watch a little bit here and there. Not like a whole bunch, but it's nice. And some of the people I was playing multiplayer with, they came over and used the chat a little bit to kind of try to talk to the audience, which was nice. Had some other viewers too, so I'm actually really enjoying the multiplayer for that. Like, multiple reasons, I think. Mm-hmm. Totally. Go there when they're done with this stuff. It's nice to have them gray actuators again.
System survey complete. Construction
It's
complete.
the one that gives us extra, yeah, food. That's a pretty good one. Game frozen again. Yay. Somebody rivaled us? Oh, I see. Those guys that keep claiming our systems. I mean, we can go to war with them, I think, in the next year or so, but I brought my fleets over here to protect against the L gates, which didn't turn out to be a threat, so I'm worried about them using this L gate to get into the back of my territory, but I could probably afford to bring 2 fleets over here to fight a war. It'll only take them like a year to do that, and then would be ready to actually fight these guys. Thing is if I do that, then my allies are going to be a little bit closer to these guys, which I think also have claims on them, which might make it so that they want to declare war. So there's reason not to attack these guys. Then again, if we wait, other people will probably attack them sooner. They probably have some kind of truce, which is why they're not at war right now. I think I'd be okay with fighting them at this point. could get that as well. It cost 80, which is a bit out of my range at this point. Taking this stuff would make them down here pretty angry because they have a claim on it. And I don't think they'll get rid of their claims. You guys should get rid of your claim, guys.
Construction complete.
The Bill Knock Collective. What's that, Bill Knock? You like Bill Nye or something? Use mercs. I should use mercs. I do have the energy for it. But these guys I don't need to use mercs against because I'm sending my own fleets in there. I could probably buy a mercenary fleet, but I don't think it's a very effective way to do it. It's like a good way to boost your fleet, but I don't think it does you a whole bunch of good if you can afford to build your own ones. Now what I need to do is, if I could have taken shields, and I did, I think I did, I should have upgraded these to the next level, which it doesn't look like I have. That's good. I think I skipped the shield tech.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Let's see. Oh, they're guaranteeing them. These guys over here are guaranteeing these guys. Do they not want to be our enemies? They kind of like us, actually. They're protective of us. We might be able to get these xenophile pacifist spiritualists into our future federation, which is interesting because I didn't think they would like us as a MegaCorp. But they seem to like our friends, at least. Huh. How goes the war, guys?
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Looks pretty even from what I can tell. They've moved south into the AI territory down here, which means these guys will probably move in through here. But they've fortified these positions quite a bunch. Partially occupied. So these guys are going to start to make their way through all those very heavily fortified systems. That would have been better before I made my claims just then.
Construction complete.
The MooBot I set up to go basically after a certain number of things. It usually doesn't go that often, but I think you just enter chat. You put more in chat than other people. I'll probably change that after today's stream if it's bothering you. It's something I don't want to spend too much energy on in the middle of the stream because I'm not very familiar with the software. But I understand it could get pretty obnoxious. I understand if it is getting pretty obnoxious. There's been like no anomalies over here, which is sad. I was hoping that we'd find more. Should have probably put like one that had the anomaly discovery chance on it. I don't think I have any. Well, I could have probably tried to hire one. Oh, we got a psychic? Oh no, just a specialist. It's like, wait, how did that happen? When did that happen? Where's this? You got 20 planets. Okay. Alliances are forming. It's fine. Okay, cool. That's good. I'm glad it's not bothering you. So we're in position. We can declare war here. The question is, should I wait until later? Go for it now? Ooh, yeah, I think we need to go for it now. And we want to invite our friends. Because they have 15 claims they're trying to make. Or trying to take. Let's help them do that. Sorry, dudes. Our people want war. Should have probably brought my fleet or my army over. Oh, wait, never mind. You're already in the danger zone. Go back on your planet. I'll build a couple of those for the war in case we need it. Hey, the Research Institute is done. Yeah, I guess that might come in useful. What else did I want to do here? Oh, there's a planet there that they can't just fly past, huh? It's 500, of course. My fleets are going to be a little bit occupied, but should keep them pretty occupied too. To war. Zoom in on battles. Okay, yeah, if there's... I should have zoomed in on this one, you're right. When we engage this little station. Let's see how we did. No losses. They just lost 4 of their defense platforms, and I assume the rest are just hanging out there then? Or not? Maybe they're gone?
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Yeah, the settings look weird. Experimental. That might be new anyways. Like, something that's not part of, the mods that the people were showing me the other day. All this territory used to belong to my ally, but they lost it in a war. That's right, and this nation only exists because they created it out of my old ally. How silly. Yay, this can get upgraded. That's exciting. I'm approaching my limit on minerals again. I need to spend them on something. Need an anchorage point somewhere. Maybe we'll make this into an anchorage point.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
We still don't have Citadel tech, huh? It's pretty funny. We're gonna have that living metal super soon too. That's exciting. Oh, interesting. Okay. Will they build a Colossus in this campaign? I guess it's possible. I mean, if I never federate with anyone, why not? Why would the corporation build a Colossus though? That's the real question.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
I think I'm going to continue to focus on mineral planets. As many of them as I can. That's probably one I can actually afford to put in a sector. Let's do that. If they attack us, we'll destroy their whole species and planets. I was thinking we could turn their planets into minerals, which could be useful. And we could probably pretend that our species cares more about the minerals on their planet than the species there. That sounds pretty silly and fun. Alright, Research Institute. We need that right here, I think. That's actually boosted a lot there. Let's replace this. The Research Institute. Oh wow, that costs that? Alright, saving up influence for that, I think. Traditional domination might be the next thing I buy, even though it'll make everything else that I buy a little bit more expensive. If we had an enclave in our space, they'd be happy. Make me some influence, please. Yeah, we could try and do a Colossus later in this playthrough. I think that sounds fun. Some erudites, and then we have the brain slugs. Erudites are better. Or not erudites, brain slugs are better.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Yes. Sweet. Zoom out, please. There we go. Trying to go to here to get this living metal. Yay! If only we had this system, we could give them living metal too.
Construction complete.
Let's actually wait for these guys to get there. Just enter orbit, please. They're integrating that size 25 planet. Kinda jealous.
System survey complete.
Hey, we're up to 4 viewers, it looks like. That's pretty cool. 5 even. Just jumped up as I said something. That's gonna help out with the average. I'm happy to see that. I don't think I'm gonna push my luck and go past the 2 hours that me and Sai agreed to though. I'm just gonna stream this for I think another 42 minutes, it looks like. That's what I have on my timer. But happy to have some people here while we play this campaign. We're going to pick up on this, I think, on Monday. pick up on this campaign on Monday. And then we might switch over to one of my other single player ones on Tuesday, just to make sure that we have recordings for Thursday, Friday, and moving forward.
Construction complete.
If Dagmar, you are there, let me know, and I might test it and try and do another 2 hours, so there's less pressure for me in the future. Then again, the iPad's on 44%. Don't want to risk that. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta weigh the options, right? Oh look, we can move around again. That's good. Let's move this one. There.
Construction complete.
There. That's good adjacency right there. This thing doesn't have any minerals and food naturally, but when you put a guy on there, it's quite good. Oh no, he's now a substance abuser? Come on, dude. You level up, we put all this time and effort into you, and you're just gonna start doing drugs like that?
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Just keep the fleets together. Yeah, they got 10k right there.
A new conflict has erupted.
Who is this? Okay, that's far away. This universe is just, yeah, constantly bickering with itself.
Construction complete. Battle is joined.
Get him. Let's fight down that 10k, I think. I have a couple versions of Total War. Which one are you thinking about, Sai? I remember having Shogun, I think, was maybe the last one I bought. I really enjoyed that one. Shogun was quite a fun one.
Construction complete.
That sounds pretty fun, playing Total War together. I like the idea a lot. We should do that sometime. I don't know when would be a good time. Probably when I'm wrapping up like these single player things here. Because my schedule's kind of busy for at least the next 2 weeks, I think. But I think maybe I could start a new series in 2 weeks. I'd like to spend some time on other things other than Stellaris. Like, I'm still a giant fan of this game. I play it pretty much exclusively. Like, you know how much I enjoy it, Sai. But I want to play around with some other things too. I think that sounds like something I should try. There are other things I'm pretty excited for, like, what do you call it? Sunless Sea. I already own that, and that's coming out with this 1.0 pretty soon. It's gonna be fun. That's September though, which is quite a ways away. I don't have much planned for August. I think I'll finish Banner Saga in like Warhammer 2 Mortal Enemies. I haven't really seen much from the Warhammer one. I watched one YouTuber when it came out. He's a big fan of the franchise, I think. And yeah, I really enjoyed watching him play. So I think I would probably enjoy the mechanics as well. But they'll have to wait, I think. Oh, your friends play Total War all the day? All day? Oh, well, then we definitely need to do that. If your friends play it, then we can play with them too. Let's do that, like, in 2 weeks then. I'd like to write that down as well. I'll have to think about the details surrounding that exactly, but I want to do that. That sounds awesome.
System survey complete.
I'd like to meet your friends. And if they're good and consistent about playtimes, we may end up actually playing that more than Stellaris multiplayer on my channel, because it's hard to find people who are around consistently. I've got two that I know pretty well, and they're pretty good at being or trying to do things on like, they're pretty good at maintaining plans. If they make a plan, they usually stick to it. So that sounds like something I might even see if they're interested in joining in too. I don't know. Does Total War support a lot of people in multiplayer? Can it handle like 10 people, or is it really designed for like 6 or so? I mean, the nice thing about this is if you have a good enough connection, you can get up to 20 people in a game. Like, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, there's a time difference is a lot. I could probably um, just like change when I do my stuff to make it easier for me to join you. Oh, the L gate's open there, huh? Is that really the best way to get up there? That can't be right. Just go north and then through this stuff. An online instance. I think I understand. So it's not like the full campaign, the multiplayer stuff. It's more like battles in between people. Or is it like the campaign? The main one, where you got a bunch of different nations trying to outmaneuver one another. It's not the campaign. Okay. Still, if we could just do like an hour of that here and there, that sounds fun. And yeah, it'd be nice to try out a new game. Like, I did want to get that game, but I just didn't feel like I had enough free cash at the time, and I was probably playing Stellaris when it came out. Like, Stellaris is 2 years old. I don't know how old that game is, but I've been basically playing this since it came out. When I want to get that strategy fix or whatever you call it. I should play Shogun again. Um, that's another thing I'm writing down here. Because I enjoyed that game. I felt like I was decent at it, not like amazing at it. But I really enjoyed the way the artillery worked in that game because it added an element to Total War games that they just hadn't had in previous versions. Quite a good addition, if you ask me. I think that was Shogun, right? Where you could like call in stuff from boats or something like that, and they just shoot at your in your general direction, and could really change the way a war was going. I think I settled all the good worlds in here, didn't I? What is size 21 ocean? It's just nothing special, is it? Can make it easier for me to put the cockroaches on there. I just don't understand why they want to use the L gate there. It seems very strange. Is that the best path there? Well, if I play Shogun next Tuesday, then I will probably not maintain my Stellaris schedule because, like, right now I have 2 series which I need to record. Like 2 hours worth of content every other day, which I've been putting off for a long time, and I need to play at least like Monday and Tuesday for to just maintain the schedule that I've given myself. Um, so if I spend Monday and Tuesday on those single player campaigns, then I'm going to spend Wednesday and Friday on the multiplayer stuff that I've set up. That leaves me with Thursdays open, I think. And then after this weekend, I'm going to be able to spend time over the weekend on that stuff. And I'll be able to do that for, I think, the next 3 weeks. So maybe Shogun on Thursday. That's a good idea. I'm going to think about it. I haven't decided, but maybe Thursday. 2 hours Stellaris. 2 hours Shogun. If that's something you can commit to, I like that idea because that's a good amount of recording for Stellaris, and then I get to play some Shogun with you. But I don't know what time we would start playing Shogun and or Stellaris. You know, if you want, you can just kind of leave your phone on my stream instead of sticking around the whole time. So like we could play Shogun together, and then like maybe I'll switch over to Stellaris, and if you're watching, then I'll have a good amount of viewers. And yeah. Others will probably be more likely to join if I've got 3 average viewers. Like if you look right now, I'm up to 6 viewers, so the fact that you're here with me, just kind of chatting along, I think is getting people to check in more than they were just a week ago, because I wasn't trying to get the average 3 viewers when we first started talking here. It was just be like you and me and I'd be using on my phone to get one viewer, you'd be another one to get two. And we'd still get people popping in. It just wasn't very often. And they didn't stick around too long. Whereas I think I've noticed that if you have more than 3, people are going to stick around a little bit longer. They're like, oh, this guy actually has something interesting to say that other people want to hear. So, yeah, maybe start with Shogun and then go into Stellaris, just because you'll be in the stream anyways, right? Mondays you can stick around for quite a bit of time. I need to spend these minerals before I take his deal to give him that stuff. I don't know what to spend it on though. I guess I could get a starbase going somewhere. Oh, did I get the stuff? The next level of tech? No, I'm going for Citadel tech, so I'm gonna need to spend that minerals on stuff soon. Just not quite yet. If I go in here, I can like basically use the shipyard as a way to store these minerals. I think that's kind of an exploit.
Construction complete.
Seems a little bit gamey. Saturdays and Mondays you can stick around for more time. What do you think about the idea of just kind of like after you go to bed leaving your phone on the stream for a bit? I don't know if it'll stay on all night if you do that, and if that'll be bad for your battery. If it is, then like, yeah, I don't want you doing that. But it could be a good idea if it kind of shuts off after my stream's done. I don't know how the hosting stuff works. You're in Bourse. You're in Bonos. Just spelled like Bourse. You're going to Echelium. Right there. Okay, cool, cool. That looks like it's gonna work, I think. Oh yeah, that's cool, man. That's understandable. Well, if we do 2 hours of Stellaris, 2 hours of Shogun, then I'll be able to maintain my Stellaris schedule and we'll be able to play some Shogun. So we'll try and figure out a schedule that works.
Construction complete.
More minerals, yay.
Incoming transmission.
So you think I should take Colossus on the next one? I mean, I'm going to be able to do that in a couple years. I don't know if I have that option available yet. I probably do though. I don't have Titans, which kind of makes me happy because I don't think I want Colossus because everybody around me will hate me and want to attack me. I think I might have to wait for like nearer to the end game to use that. Like you gotta have the fleets to support it. And I'll probably have 100k by the turn of the century there. I'm a little worried about it though. I mean, I don't have robots, so contingency isn't too likely, I guess. Give me a lot of minerals for that gray dust, huh? Is it just me, or can I build another star base? Should I build another one? Or where should I build another one? I thought I was upgrading this one, right?
Incoming transmission.
Looks like no. It's upgrading this one, and it's already upgraded. Yeah, let's make those into some anchorage points. Oh wow, that's a strong base right there that I just flew into. I should have brought more than just this fleet. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt bad. Why'd I do that? I didn't think that this was as strong as it was. They built that up a lot when I wasn't looking. We won't emergency retreat, I think. We'll fight into the end. Alright, let's build up our fleets again, because apparently I just threw away a bunch. Deal, my friend. You also get that deal. Hey, we actually won this fight, it looks like. It's just very costly. Did I upgrade on the L cluster side? Like over here, have I been upgrading the bases and stuff? Looks like it's upgrading, or it's getting something. Probably should defend it more though. Sounds like a good plan.
Incoming transmission.
I haven't been building over here, which is silly. A lot of people are going to be willing to trade quite a bit for that stuff, I think. Did you think I'd win that battle? I actually didn't. I thought I'd lose that. Let's repair if we can. And then come back in here. Wait, what happened to the other one? Did that one get blown up? Down here? Oh, it did. Oh, they brought something down here to take on the other fleet when I was distracted. You jerk. You blew up one of my fleets. The good news is I can rebuild them pretty quickly.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
You're getting a little dizzy here. That's cool, man. I think I only got like 10 more minutes left in this episode. I got a good number of viewers, and I think a big part of that was because you came on here at the when you did. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Sounds like a good plan. You have a good day. If anybody else here is viewing and you want me to keep going, just let me know in chat, and I might consider streaming for another 2 hours, recording another 2 hours. But
Incoming transmission.
if I don't get any comments, that's probably not gonna happen. So we got this guy up here, just kind of hanging out, doing his thing. This dude just hanging out too. Man, I just lost like 10K's worth of fleet power. It's not great. But it's manageable. I think I can survive. What should I focus on now? Deer ban. What an interesting place to show up. Go there, please.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
Sure, the enemy is, but we're targeting one of theirs too. It's gonna be great. I think we'll blow that thing up too. It's going to be a fun time. Didn't engage that, so let's make sure we do. Yeah. I'm liking the idea, just keep on streaming while I am still getting a good number of viewers, and I'll just keep checking on that. If it seems to drop below 4 or so, I might end just so I can get a nice high average for the day. I mean, this way I can really focus on the war. Make sure I win it relatively quickly. Oh, that's a lot. Glorb. We will take you, Glorb. Make you our own. A sizable station there. 7.6k. Yeah, they invested a lot in their defenses. Okay, now we need to spend on our star bases. And I don't have the minerals for it. What? Yo! Alright, now we go back to these. I'm not even sure what I'm going to put on them.
Construction complete.
What's this? You can buy it for less. You have a counter proposal. Drive a hard bargain.
Construction complete.
That's good. Quite entertaining. What's this? Looked away for a second. My planets here seem to be developing pretty nicely. Happy to see that. Making good minerals. Seeing as that's kind of a priority for me. The game seems really loud again. Alright, it's not too loud though. You can still hear me. You know what? My volume was a lot lower for me than it usually is. Should probably turn that up again. Let's see if that does us any good. Uh-oh, there was a difference there. Oh, we have the better shields now. We should definitely put the better shields on all of our ships then. Come on. How much more is there? There can't be that much. This is annoying. I wish it didn't make you have to do this. Alright, so the battleships are the only thing that I can't upgrade right now. Let's go through the ship design. Upgrade. Can we upgrade this too? It's good to have the better shields. They're pretty much done. Just need like a month or something.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
There we go. Alright. That'll probably work out okay. Well, it's been 2 hours, so I'm going to end this episode of YouTube here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I've got links to the social media profiles in the description below. I'll see you around for the next one.